Greetings everyone, welcome to part 3 in my series of videos about enrollment management optimization. This is Claude Anderson from marketingtofullpay.com. I identified 10 systems operating within the enrollment management optimization model. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that the systems are broken into 3 categories: mostly controllable, influenceable, and mostly uncontrollable. In this video, I will explain the 5 systems under the category mostly controllable. If you are not paying attention to these 5 systems, you are leaving yourself vulnerable to a weaker enrollment position. By keeping these systems functioning at a high level, you will maintain positive enrollment outcomes and balance out any adverse effects the other systems can have on your success. Also, this group is mostly within your control. The first system I want to discuss in the mostly controllable category is marketing and program operations. This refers to the experiences you provide for prospective families as they move into and through your admission funnel. It ends when the family achieves a terminal status in their application process: enrolled, declined, waitlist, denied, closed, or did not complete the process categories. Here are some examples within the marketing program and operations system. Let's start with Affirming Situations. The student finds your school's information on a third-party website and clicks the link to your homepage. Parents see your school's advertising campaign and attend an event. Students of color attend your special weekend activities and are excited to apply to your school. You purchased a list of names and send information to this group about applying to private schools. 20 people click the link to your website. The students attend your shadow day and report to their sending school about the great visit. A current student reaches out to invite the accepted student to the revisit day, and the student enrolls. During the admissions event, you provided coloring books for the family's younger children, and the parents are thrilled. You provide feedback to parents about their son's interview, and it makes them feel as though you really understand their child. You send the family an email about the missing application items, and the parent responds quickly and you complete their child's application. Here are some non-affirming situations. You sent the parent a second request for their child's transcript because you lost it the first time. The student went on a tour of the school and the tour guide spoke negatively about the science teacher. The parent wanted to come to the open house, but they were told that it was too late to sign up for the event. The student is very interested in your school, so she calls your main number and it takes her to a generic admission voicemail. The advertising for the admissions class day only brought 2 people to the event. You require an intelligence test as part of your process, but it is difficult to get it done in a timely fashion. A student receives your packet of materials in the mail, they open the package, and the pieces fall all over the table. The parent clicks on the link to the enrollment contract and it doesn't work. Hopefully you can see how you have significant control over your success in this system and how it can be a game changer for a healthy enrollment. The second system is the consumer experience. It refers to what your customers feel through their engagement with your marketing program and operations. It's about the customer's satisfaction with their experience and the important rating that they would give if they were to provide you with an evaluation for what you offered. They also may rate you based on the needs of others. They may want to advise a friend who has a particular need and serve as a third-party reference to them. Here are some examples. You offered a workshop to the public called Managing Your Child's Cell Phone Use. 3 parents loved the presentation, and although they were not going to look for a private school, having experts like the workshop teachers made them want to send their children to your school. They rate you 95 out of 100. During your revisit day, you spent a lot of time helping the newly accepted students to connect with each other. A couple of students made great friendships during their visit and are excited about coming to your school. They give you a rating of 100 out of 100. A family attended your open house. They enjoyed the tour. It was informative. They wanted an opportunity to see the director of the theater program but didn't get the chance. They rate you 75 out of 100. Some of your applicants for pre-K are having a play date where you evaluate the abilities of the children to fit in. A teacher yells at one of the visiting children. The child is upset. The mother is upset. They rate you 10 out of 100. A parent comes to your class visit day to see your classes in action. She is particularly interested in the reading program. She was pleased with what she saw, but thought 2 other schools offered a different, more attractive program. In the process, she discovers that you have teachers who can offer the Orton and Wilson methods of teaching reading. It's exactly what her friend was wanting for her child, and she thought the program was great. For her needs, she gave you an 80, but for her friend's child's needs, she gave you a 99 out of 100. The parent came home from work and she was very pleased with your student's call to her son on the voicemail telling him about how to dress and the schedule for his shadow day. It helped her son to feel more comfortable. She rated your process a 95 out of 100. The consumer experience is all about the rating that the consumer would give if they were assigning a rating to their engagement with your marketing and program operations. Of course, you want the highest rating possible, since this will spill over into the image pool at some point. The third system is student and parent composition. It refers to the makeup of the student and parent population at your school. You are working towards the best mix of these 2 groups that serves your needs in achieving the mission. Here are some examples of people who may improve your composition. You need full-pay families to reach your net tuition revenue goal. You need a varsity-level soccer goalie for next year. The concert band director requests that you fund for her a double bass player. You are seeking parents who can provide additional funds for the science building. You are hoping to enroll more parents of color who might be on the board of the Parents Association. The lower school lacks active volunteers, and you have a prospective parent coming from a local feeder school who is excellent. Here are some examples of people who may not improve your composition. A parent doesn't want their child to participate in your required work program. The prospective student makes a homophobic remark during the interview. The admissions committee feels that the child's particular learning differences make her unable to be successful in the program. You have several weak students in the 3rd grade class. You need another full-pay family, but the child is weak and you don't want to add another weak student to the class. The student's transcripts include many failing grades, and you don't believe he will be successful. The lacrosse player wants to play on the varsity lacrosse team as a goalie, but you don't need a goalie. You have a gender imbalance, 3 girls and 13 boys in the current pre-K class. Parents are already complaining, so you turn down a great boy candidate. The quality of the student and parent body affects the quality of the program. An educational service is one of the few businesses in which the person who is using the educational service affects the quality of the others who use the service. This means that paying close attention to which students or parents you enroll is essential to your enrollment strength. Furthermore, you expect to get additional financial support from parents, so having those who can provide a high level of philanthropy to your school is imperative. Number 4 in this category is research. The research system is about collecting data that can be used to best position the other systems in the enrollment management optimization model, with a major focus in setting the stage for how the marketing programs and operations should be executed. Here are some examples. The visit day receives rave reviews by the parents and students. You identified what is rated so highly about the experience. Your response to the data: take the information and put it in an advertisement. Want to join your best field trip of the year? Come to our student visit day. The school has determined that the change in the math curriculum has deterred some prospects from pursuing your school, and several of these disappointed families are attending one of your important feeder schools. Your response to the data? Create an explanation campaign that you share with prospective families about the exciting math curriculum. Bring them into the class to see it in action. Secondly, you contact the feeder school and partner with them to inform their parents about the value of your math approach. The school has determined that full-pay families have been moving from the neighborhoods closest to the school to ones further out. Your response? There is a bus available in the area. you create a campaign to increase the awareness around the busing. Research can be invaluable. It doesn't always need to be formal, but most of the time it should be, lest you get into your own way. Nonetheless, as enrollment management practitioners, you should continue to keep your ears to the ground and probe families about the problems, needs, and desires to be accommodated. The final system in this category is leadership. This system is about the people and their actions towards advancing the enrollment management optimization model. It includes the leaders' roles in participating at events, as well as the decisions they are making around resource allocation, programmatic support, and goals and objectives for the program. Generally, the key leaders are trustees, head of school, the senior administrative team and managers, the directors of programs, and all admissions personnel. Here are some examples. The individual or group of leaders who determines the net tuition revenue goals, allocates the budget amount for financial aid of new students, determines geographical territory to cover, designs the open house events, leads the student panel discussions, recruits the teachers who are helping at the admissions events, determines resources available to the enrollment management office, directs the marketing and branding initiatives, demonstrates the excellence of the academic program, determines the application requirements for prospects, determines and approves the enrollment management goals and objectives. Leadership is the key to operation of the enrollment management optimization system. Look to the leadership system first when determining the strength or weakness of enrollment. As the enrollment management professional, your biggest challenge will be ensuring that you and the other leaders take their role seriously and support the efforts in words and in deeds. Just to reiterate, what we have been discussing is for matriculating new enrolling students, not re-enrolling students. The re-enrolling discussion will be part of another video. In the next video, I will describe the system within the other two categories, influenceable and mostly uncontrollable. If you like this video, please click the like button below and tell your colleagues about it. I am Claude Anderson from marketingtofullpay.com, helping you to advance in the field of enrollment management.